Alright. Good evening. Continuing a little bit here. Those are new. Where did they come from? Without summoning the Leviathan. Right, so there's been a patch. I read that. I assumed I'd have to unlock those two first. Like, those are... Yeah, those are upgrades that you had on the first game as well, but they weren't here last time I was playing. So I had assumed I would need to unlock those first. Anyway, I don't have money, so let me just begin in the second biome. Now there is still some stuff I need to. Come on. What is a sting shot? So there are specific boss units. Oh, interesting. Anyway, there's been a patch. They have added difficulty. Specifically, they added a hard and an insane difficulty, with keeping the previous general difficulty as the normal difficulty, and I kind of always prefer to play on the intended difficulty, even if it isn't the most difficult difficulty. Because I always have the feeling that it's like basically you always balance around one difficulty, the intended difficulty. Any other difficulties are mostly just afterthoughts, and generally not balanced around. At least I have the feeling. That bug looks different. So they have different enemies in different biomes, that's good to know. I still don't know whether they can be hurt by fire. Actually it's the sequel to that. And yeah, it's very similar. Also, good evening. I don't know why, I kind of always enjoyed this one more than Dome Keeper. Maybe because in Dome Keeper you're kind of just boxed into a single mine, while in this one you can basically just go into different biomes, go into different mines. Right, there should be... No, there isn't. Okay, so that bug was just around. But yeah, this is actually the sequel to the Wall World. I already liked Wall World, so I think I'll enjoy this one as well. They actually added enemies in the mine, only like in this in the second one, like they didn't have that in the first one. Okay, no more resources there. But yeah, it's a direct sequel. If I'm pretty sure, play the same dude. I just learned you cannot shoot through fire. Or can you? Oh. Yeah, they added enemies in the mines themselves. They added like environmental hazards to the mines, because the mines were basically rather boring in the first one. That is correct. And it's good to see that they attempt to fix that. They also changed how the meta progression works. You now also need like specific resources instead of just the money. So there's a few good changes. And I, funnily enough, have never played Dome Keeper. I don't have any weapons yet. No. Firing speed and rotation. No, I don't think I'm gonna do... You technically... I don't know how it is in this one. In the first game, you would basically go to different mines. And the later mines would require more upgrades. Like, the later mines would be a lot slower. However, with meta progression, that was kind of not really an issue. I don't know how they do it in the second one now, because I haven't gotten to biome switching within a level yet. But you can run in the mine, which is kind of fun because you have a jetpack, but running is faster. Alright, so this is my first time in the second biome, and as I thought, they do just exchange the rare resource for the new rare resource. So basically the blue stuff I have here, that's just the general resource for upgrades every time. And then the second one here is biome specific, and is basically a secondary resource for better upgrades. Also, I need to kill a specific Zyrex. Which I assume is not gonna be in this mine. Also, unlike Domekeeper, you can get different weapons in a mission. If I recall Domekeeper correctly, you set your weapon at the start and then you just have that. Oh yeah, rocket. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad about those saw blades. But in this game you always start with the machine gun, and then in the mission you can get other weapons. Okay, nothing there. Okay, this mine is just empty. This mine is done. So it definitely feels inspired by Domekeeper, but there are some noticeable differences. I also always love the backgrounds in this game. In the first one as well. And in the first one, basically whenever you went through these clouds, you would switch biome to a more difficult biome. And you would always trigger an attack wave. Which is still the case. Also, the machine gun is not the best weapon. Like, they did a patch today, and they also did, I believe, a like balance patch, and I hope they nerfed the gas grenade. In the first one, there was a shotgun, a harpoon, explosive grenades, like cluster grenades, or there were cluster grenades and there were normal grenades. The attempt to map the migration of the Zyrex proved ill-advised. I'll be devoured before I can plot even the 10th route on my table. I did notice something. When particularly large flock passes, the clouds become stained with some weird purple dust for a few minutes. Interesting. Interesting. In this game, the only weapon I have found... There was also a laser, I'm pretty sure. The only weapon I have found yet... is a gas grenade, which is absolutely fucking busted. And here you can see, now I'm in a different biome, so they did keep the biome switching. And this floor should be either a little bit harder, and I feel like it takes a little bit longer to get through. Also, this is not the mine where the Zyrex Stinger is. Ooh, a relic. But yeah, I found a gas grenade until now. That looks like a specific block that can hurt me. I do hope... In the first game there were some really good upgrades for the mining. And I do hope I get some of those soon. All of the upgrades are actually linked to the spider itself. So they always revolved around the spider. And as far as I can see, at least up to this point, the relics still pertain to the spider. The upgrades, the meta upgrades. My favorite weapon in the first game was a harpoon. The Waldigger's suit absorbs the bioessence of the slain Zyrex and restores the Waldigger's HP. Okay. That I don't think is gonna be that relevant. But I'll take this. There was actually one thing that I like about this game compared to Domekeeper is because you're on a wall, weapons that have like a ballistic arc are really bad when you shoot upwards. Because the bullets just, you know, fall down. So you'd shoot something and then the bullet would just fall down and not hit it. And the harpoon, if you loaded it fully, would just kill everything above and then fall down and kill everything below you as well. I was like that. And this looks like a weapon room. And I hope I get there in time. Thermal sphere generator that fires dense barrels of high temperature spheres. Sounds like a flamethrower with extra steps. Let's see the damage, rate of fire, projectile flight speed, okay. Rate of fire, gun rotation speed is very low here. And then increased size. 100% gun rotation speed on every upgrade though, that's not bad. Oh. That's... You set it and then it flies off. Okay. That's a junky gun. Like, comparatively. Let's see how... They have different movement speeds. Let's see how it does. It does not one-shot the big ones. Wait, does it go through enemies? Oh, it does! It doesn't explode on enemy contact. It does go through enemies. Alright, switch to the gun. The enemies here hurt. They hurt a lot more than in the first biome. That's good to know. I think I need to upgrade that weapon before I try it again. Not actually fireballs though. Right, the plasma drill is always good, as is the torpedo drilling, which I can't afford. They also, from the first game, they added this hub. Like, they added this after the first game. And you can buy yourself drinks to upgrade, but I don't have enough money. And the resources, which is also nice. The resources you farm in a mission are your meta currency for upgrades in the hub. So you kind of have to ensure that you bring enough resources home. Also... take this one. I want some more of the green. Alright. Ah, I love it. That is an upgrade I definitely missed from the first game. I think I counted and I think I need like 40 more green or something like that. So I'm gonna try and get that here. Grab this. I don't think I need to destroy that, but I will anyway. Also, that's not really fireballs, that's more like plasma, isn't it? Like plasma balls. Okay. And full. You also want to destroy all of the... If I recall correctly, in Dome Keeper you don't really have a reason to destroy all of the blocks. But in Dome Keeper it gives you... Every block gives you some meta currency. Like if you look on the top right, I have basically shows you the resources you have, and above that the meta currency that you need for all upgrades. And then the rare ores you need for some upgrades. Let's dig through here. Nothing. Though you do kind of want to focus on the resources that actually help you in the mission. Because you'll get the meta currency over time anyway. Okay, that's some more green. Anything more? There's some blue. There's no incubators in here yet, I'm pretty sure. And then I should be able to go further here. Why does this thing have so much health? Alright, upgrade. I can't upgrade anything. Oh. Oh, if you... Okay, that's not great. If you put in too fast, you don't deliver your resources. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, that's this mine done. Down I go. Like the machine gun, they added an upgrade that it didn't have in the first one, which is basically like a homing option that you can buy. That definitely helps with the bullet spread. Need more upgrades for my drill. And there's another mine, and this mine is wheel. I still do have time. This is more a relaxing game. Like, there is not that much to do. It's also more of an incremental game, which those popped up a lot recently. Upgrade me machine gun. Damage-wise, that's 4 bullets, that's not bad. I do wonder whether the weapons have more or less percentage chance of appearing depending on biome. Because in this one, until now, I've only found the gas grenade launcher. I'd have to take a look. I'd have to take an eye on it, keep an eye on that. It might be actually a good idea to split it like that, because that way you cannot just take the same weapon all the time. Like if you're in biome X, you always first get the specific like biome weapon, so you can't hope to get, I don't know, the gas grenades or the harpoon every time. Alright, let's deliver that. Can I? I can upgrade movement speed again. I need digging speed as well though. Which costs 16. Now I have to find the miners before I leave, but I'm pretty sure I can just stay after I found all the miners. Also, would be kind of neat if the miners just sat in the spider, because now I found them, but they're still in the cave. But yeah, difficulty. 2 more difficulties have been added: hard and insane, which are just, you know, harder versions, but they're not the intended difficulty, so I'm not gonna play on them. And for insane, apparently there was a bug in which when the rolling enemies drive over your resources, they just eat them. I did note that happening once or twice. I'm glad they removed that, because, well, they could have kept it, but I personally don't really care for it. There's not really anything you can do to prevent that except grab the resources before they do. I'll keep playing on normal. I feel like this could be a mine that has a weapon on it. Or at least a relic or two. Relics do appear rather uncommon here. The first game just kind of threw the relics at you, but there was only one level, so it kind of had to. Alright. Time to leave. Upgrade me gun. Rotation. I think this always focuses the highest health enemy, the rocket. Alright. I have a feeling that the biomes get progressively more difficult as well. Yep, there's an incubator. That is not done. The incubators do have quite a lot of health. With my current gun. I wonder if the levels are completely restricted, or if they're open-ended. Like, they are restricted time-wise with the Leviathan. Which, if I read that correctly, you can just kill that. Which do make sense. Leviathan tendril, I think, is the correct wording based on the story. I can see the cavern the man sits in. Alright. Let's hope there's a weapon here as well. Honestly, most of the data has probably, like most of the questions I'm asking has probably already resolved by data miners. But I don't want to read that. Don't like data miners actually. To be fair, they do help with bug fixing and shit like Bethesda games. Because you do need to know why exactly a bug is happening. But just for finding out stuff, I don't like them. I think yeah, I've been down there, okay. So I do have a shortcut to this part then. Now I just need a stronger mining drill. And more green. Which the green can get me a stronger mining drill, which can get me more green. I have the distinct feeling that there's gonna be a weapon in here. Somewhere. Maybe. Not entirely certain. Alright, I should leave. Alright, perfect timing. Get me this and this. Should be able to just survive here without great issues. Oh. Rock face. The saw blades are not bad. I kinda like them. Especially since I can still upgrade them for more efficiency later on. Honestly, the damage to adjacent tiles upgrade, I kinda love that. It does increase the speed with which you can mine by a lot. I don't think there's a vacuum upgrade within the level itself. At least I haven't found one yet. Nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. To grab myself an upgrade or two. I can't grab myself an upgrade or two. Oh well. I feel like the path along the top would be faster, probably. I look forward to when I have enough movement speed with my jetpack that I don't need to run. Though I assume I also get movement speed upgrades for my running. There is actually not a weapon in here, but there is a relic. Okay, that's just resources which I do not necessarily care all that much about. So next mine it is. What do we get? Tesla armor begins to shock nearby enemies. That could be good. Like, I still love that it just puts snow on the spider when it's snowing. Oh, that blocked me last time, but now I have the saw, don't I? Right. So the saw is not only an upgrade for story progression. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. It's not only an upgrade for story progression, it's also an upgrade for like level progression. Love that. And okay, that's it. Can't get any further than that. I didn't buy those yet, I'm pretty sure. I should not have that. I wonder, wouldn't a tree grow upward? Let me just grab this. And more damage. I have 63 blue, holy shit. Drill range and dam efficiency. Okay, so I should get really well through the next mine. As well as through the next wave. I'm not too scared of the next wave. And this should be a story mine. Or a story hole, rather. Solid's doing good work against those. Yeah, this thing needs to die before it shotguns me. I still don't know what those black tendrils do. Or if they're just like... so you can't move. Doing a podcast, more like an observation area. I'm trying to understand what drives the wall. Can tell what drives you into it. Yes, but why do you drill? Because it brings me peace. Oh yeah, no, this is my life. No, I just observe. Life speaks for itself. Where everything will stay between me and the comment section. He has model cars. Why does he have model cars? Why does he live in the wall? How does he eat? I missed that upgrade. Okay, enough on that. Yeah, those rocks are harder to get through than the first mine, so the biomes do increase in difficulty even within a single mission. I need a vacuum upgrade. This honestly, the adjacent damage is so good. I think that was a relic in the first game. Not sure, could be mistaken. But it's definitely good enough to be a relic. I should probably keep the rest of the green for the hub upgrades. Oh, so the Tesla is automatic. That's good. Honestly, the Tesla feels great. I should check if I can upgrade that. You cannot destroy the flamethrowers. It's a bit sad. Well, attack with. Get me... Do I want to get an upgrade? Not really. Tesla, what do you actually do? Like, this doesn't cost me any green. Number of targets, damage, area of effect. Number of target, area of effect, targets, damage, area of effect. Lightning frequency. Lightning bolt ricochets. Okay, there's a good amount of upgrades for that. Rocket the guy down there. Unfortunately, my saw blades died. Also, is this the mine with the last miner? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's good. So no need to hurry there. The Tesla field is just permanently active, is it? That definitely feels a lot better than the annihilation suit, which you have to activate, even though the annihilation suit just, well, annihilates things. Like, the annihilation suit is probably just straight stronger, but not nearly as fun. Also, those things can fall down, which is funny. Okay, the Tesla suit does feel strong. Tesla field. And this is... Explosive Burst. Unactivated. That's on a 7. Like, I'm never gonna hit that button. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep my green. In which case... Let me just upgrade the stuff that don't require green. Okay, that's not bad. If I could change which hotkey it is on, that would probably be a more likely that I'll use it. But I can't. Like, I have thumb buttons, let me use them. I should actually check if I can set different hotkeys for the different abilities. That's just blue. There's the miner. Actually looks like a miner. With safety gear even. Okay, now I can start extracting, but I don't quite want to yet. I still need quite a lot of green. There's the next wave. Immediate rocket. Rocket is great. I'm pretty sure the rocket was also like the main damage in the first game. Depending on which weapon you had exactly. Rocket again. Wonderful. More green, please. I'm just gonna try and go around the blue. Oh. So much for that. Like I still need, what did I say, 40 green about? Ah, that's a weapon. Is it the gas grenade again? No, it's a thermosphere. So I had a gas grenade twice and had thermal spheres fight twice. What can I upgrade? Damage and rate of fire. The other stuff costs green, so that's a no, at least for now. And that requires a different upgrade to get through. Yeah, okay, in that case, get me out. Oh, that's a lot of fire rate increase, what the fuck? That honestly doesn't feel like 100% fire rate increase, it feels like a lot more. I don't have my soul blades ready. Like, that doesn't feel like 100%. Maybe I underestimated how much 100% is. Yeah, they cling to you. So I think they actually are to restrict movement. I don't know, I've never moved while they had their stuff on me. Like, the Tesla suit isn't bad. That one's kind of fun. Right, technically I could go ahead and try and defeat the Leviathan. Which, no, I don't think I need to. Oracle Shell, Prospect the Hull. That requires a lot more of the sparks. Can I know there are some green upgrades here still that I can get. Like the boots, or health, or the foam cannon. Or, depending, bucks all damage to the water until its shot is depleted. Ah, right, that's the damage, that's the shield I have. Right. I can increase the speed with you again, so now I still need 42. However, those I don't actually really care all that much about, so instead I'm just gonna go ahead and not do those. Instead, I'm gonna have a drink. Vacuum capacity by 25%, yes. And by another 20%. Wait, can I? I don't think I have any money for spider upgrades. How much does it minimum cost? 1700 for region speed in the spider. That's not irrelevant. This is the one I want. 7,200. Okay. Sure. I'm a bit surprised you still can't upgrade the spider rocket in a mission. Now I would like honestly, I'm gonna try and look for 10 of the special resource. I think I could just say blue and resource. Or blue and stuff. I think I'll say blue and stuff. so I can get a quick... so I can get the exploding blocks upgrade quickly. And there's some. Grab me that. Unfortunately, it's not actually all that much. It's only like 1. That's 3. 5. Oh, I don't have the range. There's so much fire in here. I assume this is the shortcut back through even more fire. What do we have? Nothing. Okay. No more special stuff here. Bit more blue. Bit more blue. Need to actually wait until I sit down. Get me drill efficiency. First wave should be fine. Anything down here? Doesn't look that way. Maybe? No. You always see, I believe, like 1 block far. So not that far, but in the most cases it's just gonna be more blocks. Oh yeah, they ricochet off of walls, don't they? Fire hurts. I think, yeah, this mine is done. Alright, next mine. Nothing more to get here. Alright, I'm gonna go down first. To avoid the wall, the cloud. Okay, do not go down first. Actually, I can't unhook from the spider while not at a mine. I think that's new. I can only upgrade gun rotation, which I don't think is relevant. Rocket. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Firing speed. Maybe I should wait with the rocket until actually more enemies are around. I hope there's an upgrade for the saw blade. I know that you can upgrade the saw blade, and I think it increases duration. And for the rocket, I think it increases the cooldown. Also, another change that they did. Apparently, before there was the like enemy the next wave marker would progress even during a wave. Which, if you lack damage like I do right now, That means you have issues. This is the Cloudlands really a fascinating place. Juncture of relief systems from everywhere. Except this with a wall in its original form. Get me upgrade buff, repair buff. Mushrooms. So the wave here deals a lot of damage. Gonna need upgrades soon. And repairs. Okay, I should get that. And this... Only 2, really? Ooh, a relic. Right, let's deliver that. It is Area Mines. Area Mines affiliate. Mines are extracted to the Zyrex and explored on contract. Ooh. That could be useful. They will probably just die to the weaker Zyrex at the start. Instead of the one that actually matter. But it could be useful still. You got a problem there. I feel like they were kind of bugged there. They also reduced the amount of like progression on the wave you get when you kill an inhibitor or incubator. Inhibitor is League of Legends. And probably only because they didn't want to call it barracks. Okay, I need to test. I'm pretty sure I just take damage when I fly against those. I'm pretty sure they just deal damage when I touch them. Come on. The spheres again. Like last time they dumped me down, but... yeah, they just deal damage when I fly against them. So not too bad. Let me upgrade the... oh, the mines. What do they have? Attraction radius, damage, blast area, production speed, damage, +2 to number of mines deployed, mine placement radius increased. Attraction radius, blast area, production speed. 43 is a weird number, 43%. 2 more mines, okay, so attraction radius, more mines, faster mines, more damage mines, a repair. And yeah, that's probably fine. I don't like using my money for repairs, but if you need to, you need to. Yeah, they feel bugged. Like, I feel like they don't really like these blocks either. I feel like this is the extent of this mine, though. That is probably everything I'm gonna get in here. I should probably stay around my mines for now. Can I? No, I cannot upgrade. Okay, so we have a total of 6 mines. Having innately piercing weaponry definitely doesn't hurt. Okay, yeah, the mines. Yeah, if you send a laser at me, I'm just gonna bail. The mines don't have the best radius for now. Oh. Back to the cutter. Can I have 10 special? That's 2, that's 3. So I'm up to 7. Ooh, a relic. What do you do? It is the resource radar. Ah. Oh, and this is also the mine with the enemy in it. Okay. So this is the mine I need to explore. Something down there. Just blue. Those are normal enemies. I think that's not quite enough special yet. Okay, those thankfully do not fall down. But maybe in this case it's enough if I just upgrade my... I don't think I may not need that specific upgrade in this one. I still am amazed that this is just going through the wall. Ow. Okay, so yeah, those blocks hurt. It's blue. Oh, there's a relic. A second relic in a mine. It feels kind of rare in this game until now. Alright, I can't run on those. That's a problem. I generally can't really run all that much in this biome, apparently. What do we have? The Proton Trail. The radioactive trail. I wasn't too impressed with that last time. What do we have for trigger frequency, area of effect, highlight? Okay, I think if you get all of those, if you get these two and these three, you basically have it permanently. Radiation source and trail length. So it's just more damage and more duration. Can I... How much does this cost? 30 and 2, and then 45 and another 7, so 52 and 3 blue. That's not gonna happen, probably. Upgrade me the thermal generator. Projectile flight speed. Rate of fire, damage. I definitely am gonna need another repair, I'm pretty sure. And I can afford another one. Okay. So the attack speed upgrade for that, I do like. Simply because it's kind of ridiculous. To be fair, if they stack cumulatively, then I basically just doubled my attack speed 3 times. Which, yeah, or 2 times up till now. So that would be a massive increase, yeah, ow. I do not like these blocks. What's down there? Just blue. A bunch of resources up there. What do we have? Special. Blue. And a bunch more blue. There's a lot more resources around, apparently. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. And then run back. Get rid of that. Upgrade this and this. And then I have enough money for another repair should it be necessary. Okay. I am not unimpressed. But damage-wise, I don't know how good it is. Just a wall of fire. More bullets. More bullets is the solution. Okay. Well, I'm glad I gave that a second shot. I'm probably gonna use that weapon more just because of its ridiculousness. I want the next fire rate upgrade. I'm not sure, I kind of feel like, what are you? Yo! Rude. I can use that though, I'm pretty sure. It did not take my resources away. So I'm pretty sure I can't just use it as a teleport. If I learn how to trigger it. What is you? Acid. Oh. I feel like I found the boss. And yeah, I'm not expecting too difficult boss fights in this game, like, not at all. Yep. I did not expect difficulty, and I did not get it. So can I just, like, use you? I can. Alright. Out. Can I get another fire rate upgrade on you? There is no option to refund. No, I can get swivel speed. Fire rate is maxed. In that case, I'm gonna keep my resources. This is the first time I've seen the smaller wall crawlers. Yep, that should kill that. Apparently it is very specific on what balls exactly hurt it. On the other hand, the mines seem to be really good against the exploding boys. I feel like the gas grenade is still just a lot stronger. But I'll take that. Like, comparatively, the gas grenade, I believe, is just, like, leagues ahead. Damage-wise. But with enough fire rate, it's just kind of funny. Also, I don't think I found any blueprints. Yeah, no. I just realized this, did honey? I can afford you. Wonderful. Now I can't afford the next upgrade. I can afford a better rocket. Ooh, seismic generator. Completely overlooked that. Yeah, I think those are most of the upgrades that most of the general upgrades you had in the first game. Upgrade my rocket. How much do you cost? 5,100. Vacuum cleaner capacity up to 20. 14 of this blue special. Also, this man's tiny, even his armor. Extra resources when destroying a block, and vacuum cleaner capacity. Yeah, he's not a large man. Alright. Back. Oh, that's a bunch of missions. What do we have? Biosamples, Cyrix spinner, and virus suits. Mine for ore, destroy the Cyrix incubators, or find the cat bot. Okay, we have difficulties normal, hard, and insane. I'm just gonna mine. Mine for now. Loading screen is a little walking spider, it's also nice. Oh no, it's lava. Is that lava? There's no mine next to my starting point, that's not great. It is flowing, could be lava. Apparently it's hot. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I need the seismic generator. That was always fun to have. Also, the seismic generator gives you a lot of money. Because it destroys all the blocks around the spider. And every block gives you money for the meta currency. I see some special down there. Actually, multiple special. They can just drop. It's funny. There's a flyer down there, but that shouldn't be too difficult. This one. Actually, is it a flyer? Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, you probably have less of a problem if you're not in a very restricted hallway. I actually need a lot of special for my meta upgrades here. I have a feeling there's not really anything hidden in this area. Yeah, no. And I'm full. Okay, keep me this open just to pass through. Upgrade speed and efficiency. I need to find 20 of those. Now I'm pretty sure I can use them, so I don't have to have 20 at the end of the mission. I just need to find 20. I should probably try and upgrade my autocannon at this point. Because I don't think I'll find another weapon before the waves start. Yeah, probably not. I wish I could walk on the walls. Like with the sprint shoes. Where did you come from? Oh, they can also drop just from normal blocks, huh? I think that's what the random chance to... Okay, it's not a secret weapon wall. Unfortunate. I assume that's what the upgrade is for. The increased chance to get resources just from all blocks. This is a large mine. They do not take fire damage. Actually, they do take fire damage. Need to get rid of you. And you too. Okay, the fire thing does not count as floor. I can't afford that yet, unfortunate. I can just get the first upgrades for the gun. Okay, there's nothing hidden here. Nothing hidden here. Any resources? Is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. It was not enough. Well, let's hope that the gun is enough. Okay, yeah, these wall crawlers are, I believe, the bigger problem. I feel like, if I recall correctly, the rocket just... Well, in the first game it increased the cooldown, decreased the cooldown with every upgrade. I hope it still does that. Thanks to my suit repair, the upgrade that I get health regen in the spider, I can just walk through the fire, which is definitely helpful. That's a lot of enemies in here. Alright, that's one incubator. Yeah, there are more down here. It's also a lot of fire. And the fire really does... It does, I think, like, very, very slight damage to the enemies. Because this has been standing in that fire for a second now. Thankfully, the fire also does not destroy resources. Oh, that's a heal! Okay, so well, that's appreciated. And my vacuum is full. I have a feeling there could be a hidden weapon here somewhere. I still only have 7 special. That's embarrassing. Right, grab the relic. And go. I have a feeling I won't be able to get another run in. Fire does not faze me. What do we have? A portable turret. Oh wait, it's for in the mine. Okay. What do we have? Portable turret. Damage, fire rate, damage, reloading time. That seems pretty standard. Yeah, seems pretty standard. In that case, I'd rather just upgrade my gun. I don't think I use that turret all that much. Because I basically need to know beforehand that I'm gonna go have a big fight. Which in most cases I will not know beforehand. How deep does this one go? Is there a way back to where I came from? Because that way I could just avoid... Ooh, there's a teleport. Okay. So that's a quick way out. It doesn't work. Okay. And now I need to hurry back. Can I? No, I cannot. Maybe I should have kept my saw blades for a second. Okay, I need to. There's two on the bottom. And I don't think my gun pierces currently. Alright, bring one along. Unlike the relics, this one doesn't have an animation for when you're running with it. Anything further to the right? Or is there a wall? How long does the turret last is a good question. And also, where's all the special stuff? Right, nothing here. Also, does it take damage from fire? Probably. It actually doesn't. So that's good to know. It's apparently, yeah, it does because it's gone now. Gonna have to look at how exactly that one works. I need mining efficiency, but I can't afford it because I need to upgrade my weapon. That could be a hidden path. No, it is not. That could be hidden. Nope, it is not. There's a heal up there. There's a relic. This is honestly a big mine. And yeah, I'm not really doing all that much damage to it. Could you? I don't know why it doesn't want to teleport me anymore. Either it's timed... Ooh, the docking station. That one's good. Upgrade. Honestly, feel like I need more damage. Or maybe I just get the... Oh, I can get both. That's appreciated. Alright, bring the mining station along. Docking station, which also doesn't have a running animation. Very unfortunate, that. Alright. Nothing here. Could be something. Only blue. No special. Docking station is a great upgrade. Also, I'm full on resources again. I need that vacuum upgrade, holy shit. Okay, there's some more special. I feel like you have to hit it a bunch to upgrade more damage. I do still have enough for upgrades, for repairs, and I don't think I can manage to get in and farm anymore. I don't think there's actually all that much more in here, so I'm gonna go to the next mine. If it's not behind the clouds, that is. Okay, it is not. That's a good fire speed. I think the fire speed upgrades are directly just multiplicative instead of just additive. The fire rate upgrades. Which I think that is generally just better than the additive version. No docking station. Eh, stupid fire. Alright, there we have some of the special stuff. As well as some blue. I do run out of blue a lot currently. Maybe because I don't focus on it. I should have brought her to the turret, yeah. Ooh, a relic. That I'll take. I Actually, grab me some more of the blue here. Maybe it's the bomb. It is. Chemical trace. Every 3 seconds, the execute drops chemical pellets that deal damage to blocks upon contact. Huh. That's new. Haven't seen that before. And ooh, that's expensive upgrades. More damage to blocks. Deal damage to 2 blocks. Frequency 30%. That would reduce it from 3 seconds to a bit over 2 seconds, I believe. Damage to 4 blocks, and then just more and more damage to blocks. Okay, that's fine. I could get this. I don't think I will. You know what? Upgrade me those pellets. It says it deals damage, but it feels like it just destroys them. Which would be a lot better than just damage. Yeah, it just destroys them, it feels like. Or maybe those blocks... Well, I don't know how much damage the pellets do. And I assume they just destroy them currently because the blocks don't have that much health currently. Also, I feel like I'm already at the end of this mine. Yeah, this one looks kind of empty. I've already been up there as well. Like, if you just focus on going up, those pellets could be good. Yeah, no. This mine is empty. I can repair twice. Actually, 3 times. And it's kinda necessary. Alright. I don't think you can dodge over enemies with that. You can dodge attacks, but you can't really dodge enemies. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Not enough damage on that. You need to die. Holy shit, that's a lot of enemies. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh boy. Rock crossing from cave. Cool, it's immersive content, you see? It's you the guy who waxes out as well, I'm sorry. Absolutely, which one's the best? You have to find out for yourself. I think those are YouTuber cameos. Oh, I can start extraction. Well, first of all, I'm gonna need some more repairs. Come along, docking station. Wait. Come along, turret. I love that docking station, it's so good. Okay, that should be enough to tide me over. Overthrow the extraction. A cluster bomb. Get me fire rate. And then I should be able to get some more resources to get another upgrade. Like, one more upgrade should be in the cards. I definitely want those two. That will cause an attack, I'm pretty sure, though. Alright, can I get another gun upgrade? Yes. Only the swivel speed, but it's good enough. And I don't have enough resources to repair. That's strong enemies. But there's a lot less than last time, than through the clouds. Kill the boomer. Well, the boomer killed me. Mission failed. Oh well. I did get some money, which is enough to buy me the seismic generator. And then 3,000, can I do anything with that? More health regen, I guess. Why is he such a manlet? Why is he small so yet so broad? Alright, that's fine. Back into it. Let's do this one. Actually, Panicle Zarek Spinner. Sure. I assume that's again a boss fight against basically just an upgraded version of a normal enemy. Which I'm honestly not too scared of. Clouds beneath me this time. Okay, this is still the easy seismic generator. Not the busters versions you get later. Ooh, I already see a relic, that's good. Alright. Get those incubators. Then I should not have all that much more time to get to the wave anyway. Actually, half still remaining. So still do have enough time. I think I want to get rid of those blocks. We get a proton trail. Not my favorite upgrade until now. should get me the efficiency. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So this is actually just a long straight line I can run on. Wait, this is a weapon room? Ooh, I think it's a weapon room. Like, the problem is I don't really have found any Zyrex yet that are actually a danger, so the radiation trail is a bad solution for something that's not really a problem. Vector rocket launcher. Lock onto the target as the target moves, the mission continues, adjust the course to follow it. Okay. So we have a weapon version of my ability here. I always love when the blocks get destroyed by the vibrations, because you get a bunch of money just at once. Okay, that's some good special here. The seismic generator will destroy these two blocks, so no need to hurry those. Though I don't think there's anything else I can do in this mine, so... just deliver that. Grab those two. And send it. Alright, I think this time I will just try the rocket launcher. That's a big explosion. Also, this is the mine with the enemy in it. Right, and I probably need to bail now. Yep. Alright, upgrade me rocket launcher. What do we have? 200%. No, not percent, just plus 200. Blast area. Projectile flight speed. Damage. It's a lot of damage. Those are not percentage-based upgrades, except for the firing rate. And missile lifetime. Like, this is a percentage-based damage from every bullet. But the damage here in the blast radius is percentage. Oh, it locks onto my cursor. Okay, the fire rate is kind of garbage. Then again, it's a rocket launcher, so that's probably to be expected. So it does have fire rate upgrades later on, 50%, I believe, like 3 times, which is not as fun as 100% upgrade. It's like doubling your attack speed every upgrade. But it's acceptable. And I probably actually just need it. Having a big AoE though, definitely will help against the flyers. Okay, I feel like this is going to the boss. It's here somewhere. It's still actually quite a while away. Get rid of those. Get rid of all of them. Holy shit, why are there so many spikes? They really looked at Drill Core and thought, yeah, the hazards, that's what we take, the hazard blocks. Again, I feel like the mine gameplay did need it. Wait, no, no, no. What is you? The Buzzsaw drone. The drones are kind of funny. More blast radius. This is 23 and 3. The fire rate. 50, 33, and 50. Mm-hmm. Now, last time I checked, the Buzzsaw drone, last time I had it, focused mostly just on, like, wall enemies. Which might be good for me. Because those kind of have a lot of health. And I don't want to shoot them. Because my gun, my rocket launcher is probably better for the small groups of flying enemies. Okay, that's a good amount of blue. That's a good amount of special. And I'm out of space. But I should have enough time to go back again. You need to die. The other blocks I think are fine. That's just wall, yeah. I feel like he's further up. The boss enemy. Okay, more blue and special. I'll take that. I think I can go another time. He's probably up here somewhere. I hear rolling. Not gonna lie, I do like that it basically shows you open rooms. Before you enter them. Because just accidentally going into a room with like 3 incubators in them would probably be bad. Without a plan. Packaging container. Container placed on the ground. Okay, for to activate and join all nearby resources with the gravitational pulse. Return the activated container. Ooh. It's basically a vacuum upgrade. Fire rate. Buzzsaw drone. What do you have? Reloading time. Area of effect, area of effect, area of effect, and reloading time. Okay. Upgrade me drone. I can repair like 4 times. You can have multiple rockets. But they explode after a while. Holy shit, that's a massive explosion radius. Okay, the fact that I don't need to aim at enemies because it just follows me. Bring me that thing along. Whoop. So unfortunately, I cannot use this and carry a relic at the same time. I don't think. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good upgrade. Okay, that radius is not great. That probably needs to be readjusted quite a lot. Ow. Stupid rollings. Stupid rolling enemies. I just drop it directly on top of resources. Which is probably the easier option. Oh, I think it's full. Oh. Oh, he's rolling up there. This is literally just an arena for this guy specifically. And I have the feeling like the radiation is basically made for this dude. And it still doesn't seem all that great. Like, the radiation is literally hard counter this thing, and it was not that impressive. Alright. No more in this mine, so I'm just gonna bail. Alright, send it. Can I upgrade my rocket launcher more? No. I can upgrade my drone. Fly rocket. Get him. So I can basically just preload a bunch of rockets before I hit the guy after he opens his face. Just explosions. Okay, damage-wise, this thing seems pretty good, and it definitely has an AOE. It's a lot easier to control than the gas grenade, but the gas grenade did seem to be stronger. I feel like the gas grenade still is kind of the most busted thing I've found yet. But good variation in the weapons at this to this point. I do hope they brought the harpoon back. The harpoon was great. Can I upgrade anything? 10,000. The rocket again. I have 25. I think I can upgrade my vacuum, which is just highest priority. I can upgrade it nearly again. Also, this resource does not have a boot upgrade, I just realized. 6008 turbines. Lowers the cooldown. Ripper missile. Leviathan Slayer. That actually looks more like a missile battery. Oh wait, how much money do I have? Not enough. I kind of tend to forget the drinks. Difficulty insane. Right, I'm just gonna go through normal first. So technically, everything above the crack in the wall should belong to the white spider dude. Or his clan. Or whatever they call it here. His tribe. Immediate relic. You know what? Absolutely just take that. Third replicator. Well, variety structures, the must are connected to a mine that has no structures yet. Now the problem with that is I'm pretty sure those cost resources and are limited to specifically the mine I'm currently linked to. Meaning if I leave, I just don't have anything from the turret anymore, and I don't think you can recycle them. Like, based on the fact that you can't really refund upgrades either. I need a vision upgrade, holy shit. Ow. Unfortunately, the Tesla is not strong enough to kill the other incubator. Wonderful. That looks like it could be a weapon room. I kinda want a fireball again. I assume in the first game it was limited to one weapon per biome. I assume such a limitation still exists. Atmosphere is the fireball. I need the attack speed on that ASAP. Press B. You cost... You know what? Sure. Oh, there's also a maximum you can have, huh? What? Turret maximum capacity increased by 10. Minus 20 cost of every turret, minus 50% cost of every turret. So from 10 to, what is that, 8 and then to 4. Fire rate, damage, fire rate, damage, fire rate, damage. And the max limit increased by 1. Alright. Back in, I need more blue. 7 to be precise. There's a little bit more blue on the right that I left. 3. That's 5 with those 2. Yeah, that's just a weapon room. I don't think this mine has a whole lot more to offer. Yeah, it doesn't look that way. Ah, well, just a little bit more blue. Alright, but that should be it. Upgrade me the fire rate. And then we just leave, and now... Wait, can I? No, I cannot recycle that. Now these turrets do have, I believe, quite the range of fire. Like, this should shoot for quite a while I'm on the way. Boom. Rocket. Okay, the balls are a bit... a bit opaque based on what targets they acquire. Like, it felt like one of the balls just directly flew through an enemy but didn't deal damage. And I do need both the fire rate and the ball speed. Spider. Okay, there should be an exosuit in this mine then. I'm gonna go grab that. I should check if Project Farm has a new video. Right, I feel like you'd mostly just want to keep the top side. Keep to the upper side in the mines. Ooh, a new relic. Immediately paid off. Right, the problem now is that the turret is just way too far away. If the turrets were guaranteed to just shoot into your direction, regardless of how far you are, I think they would be okay, but for now they're basically just static defense, and static defense is generally not that great. Comparatively to, like, mobile defense. Alright, grab the relic. I have a feeling I want to go top. Buzzer drone. Can I go through here? I can. But not like this. That should give me a rather clear path on how to move to get to the far end of the mine relatively quickly. Just straight horizontal lines. Ooh, a new relic. Ow. I don't necessarily want to spend a whole lot of time in here. I think I'll leave the second I have that exosuit, that enviro suit. Which is probably to the right there. I'll take that special. Grab this special. And then I'm out. Actually, that should allow me to go again. And come back in time. Didn't want to throw you that far out. Yeah, we're getting closer. Right, that's the enviro suit. I think I'll get that and then just bail on this mine. Predator. The wall digger suit absorbs violence. Right. It's not Minecraft. Like, it's not... it's nothing like Minecraft. If you know Dome Keeper, it's more like that. Basically, you are in this armored spider. You go up the wall, which is why it's called the wall world. And you... now and then you find a mine. You go in and you mine it. For resources so you can upgrade your spider. To defend yourself against these Erics, which is basically just the aliens. And you get very fun weapons. You get a variety of fun weaponry. I still am absolutely baffled at the amount of attack speed you get on this. Also, you will never see me anything that is like Minecraft because I do not like those kinds of games. But yeah, you're not really building anything with the resources you get, you're just upgrading your spider and your spacesuit. It's also more of an incremental game, meaning that there is meta currency that you can use to upgrade your spider outside of levels and your spacesuit. So there's a bit of repetition in the game where you basically do a mission, you get resources, you use those resources to upgrade yourself, and then you can do that mission better. The wall climbing speed outside the mission, yeah. In the mission, you basically just upgrade your weapons. You can repair your spider, which costs resources. You can increase the capability, like how much you repair on each repair. The health and speed you mostly upgrade outside. But yeah, digging speed and such that you can upgrade in the mission. Speaking of, I should probably go ahead and upgrade that. And this is actually the sequel to the original War World. Like, these enemies in the mine, those are new. Those didn't exist in the first game. The first game was very clearly delineated between enemies and the mine. Also, there's a spacesuit in here somewhere. It is actually relatively close to a quest. Ooh, the Annihilator armor. For example, if you see here, that's the radar. My current mission is to grab 3 spacesuits that have been left behind. And I've already found one. This radar shows me there is one in this mine. And there will be... it shows me how close I am. So it's basically like hot and cold for the spacesuits. The last mission I did was basically fight a boss. The bosses aren't that impressive, not gonna lie. There was a mission to find a specific artifact. There was missions to mine a specific amount of resources. There's a bit of variation in there. Ow. Ooh, despite the charges. There's also different biomes. For example, this is the second, like, greater biome. And you choose which biome you go to when you start the mission. And then you also have different biomes within a mission, which have like different strength enemy walls and enemies. What do we have? A breaker generator. Ooh, the portable seismic reactor. Now, what this, for example, in the missions you find these relics that give you buffs or like additional options within the mission, like the seismic generator. It just now and then it deals damage to the blocks. Or you can find bombs. Those are always kind of fun. You find different weapons within the mission. And most of that stuff you lose when you leave the mission. But for example, this gun and that it shoots Tesla bolts whenever it hits something and has ricochet, that is something that I have upgraded outside the mission. I'm gonna need a teleport, please. That's the projectile flight speed, that's the damage, and that's the radius. Like, this weapon specifically, you have to find in a mine. This rocket I just shot, that's a permanent upgrade from outside, as are these saw blades. Yeah, that drone should kill. Perfect. And whenever you destroy a block, you get these sparks here, which is basically the currency outside the missions. And in the blocks you find the blue resource and this special resource. The special resource is dependent on the biome. The blue resource is exclusively inside the mission. So for example, the blue stuff is exclusively for in-mission upgrades. For more dig speed, more damage, better fire rate on your weapons, etc. The special resource is for higher level upgrades within the mission, and it's a meta currency, so you need it for upgrades outside of missions, which does add a little bit of a strategic value. God, I can't talk today. Based on whether you want to use the resource to upgrade and mine more, or if you want to keep it so you can get outside upgrades. It's like a mix of Clone Keeper and Durcore. I'm gonna take that teleport, please. Actually, can I? I would like to upgrade my seismic generator. Area of effect and wave frequency. Wonderful stuff. I love the breaker. Yeah, that makes sense, because generally if you play a game, you mostly already kind of have knowledge about it. And this game, if you don't know anything about it, or even like similar games like Dome Keeper, it's completely new. Which is, I'm gonna be honest, I mostly just watch games that... I mostly just watch games I've already played myself. Ooh, the bomb. Because I enjoy watching people play games I've already played and seeing how they play it differently. Which is why I really like watching puzzle games. By the way, this running, that's an outside upgrade. You cannot run at the start of the game. Also, it's pretty dark in here. This is, I believe, the first mine that's this dark. And now I'm gonna need to leave again. More frequency? No, more radius. I should also upgrade damage. Wait, didn't this have... Oh, it didn't. Huh. Right. I can repair, but not upgrade anything. These fireballs are kind of fun. So this is one of the weapons you can find in the mission. And if you... all of the weapons are pretty bad when you don't have upgrades for them. Like this little Ronin flies around and hits those enemies, that's also an upgrade you have to find in the mission. You get attacked. There is a, if you look up here, this bar shows you when the next wave comes. Whenever this part is filled, there's another wave. And they come, wait, I forgot my bomb. They come after a while, like it automatically fills. Permanently. On a slow rate. And then there's the enemies inside the mines. And if you kill their spawners, the incubator, then it fills a bunch. And after you completed your mission, you can extract, which causes a bigger attack wave until you are fully extracted. No, wait. Bomb. Fuck. As you might have seen just now. Why is it so dark in here? Come with me, Breaker. There should be... That Breaker is working well. Holy shit. You technically can. You just kind of ignore the incubators. The problem is the incubators get you another resource, this yellow one, which is needed to upgrade your spider specifically. Like, all of the upgrades for your robot spider, you need those for. Bomb upgrade, no. Upgrade this thing further. This thing's kind of funny. Right. This mine is done. I need to find... Also, at the end of this, a boss type enemy comes in, the Leviathan. So you are at a bit of a time crunch. Also, another fun thing. This thing, normally, I couldn't get through, but because I have the saw upgrade, I can. The fact that you can, it's basically like Metroidvania-like, because you get upgrades to explore more. Oh wait, I don't need you. That's a bunch of resources. You get upgrades and then you can explore more. And that's the end of that though. Also, the amount, like the distance between here, like after I finish this mission, you can see basically the overworld. You have different biomes with different amount of missions, and the more missions you get, the faster this becomes. Like last mission, there were only like 5 slots here and here and here, so a lot less. But because I've done the mission and increased their activity, it's more. Also, that's a big structure back there. Stupid fireballs. You can also build turrets if you find them. That isn't really all that helpful, but I have it. Oh, these clouds. There are different biomes within a mission. These clouds are the difference between them. Like these clouds show there is another biome after the clouds, which you mostly recognize based on the background. Okay, I'm gonna need to shoot downwards. And in this case, I triggered both an attack wave and the cloud defense at once. So that's a bunch more enemies. But I have enough upgrade that I don't really need to care at this point. Alright. Breaker in. The exosuit is in this mine. Oh. Holy shit, that breaker is amazing. The enemies not, no. The enemies are exclusively a hazard. With the exception of the incubator. The incubator does give you the resource I mentioned. You can actually... There are various drones and turrets you can have to make it so you don't need to defend your spider, because the turrets just do it by themselves. I currently do not have such a setup. Blow him up. That was a good investment in that thing. And I assume that a suit is again further up top. No, it is not. It's over here, probably. I need to upgrade that thing more often. Yeah, that thing is amazing still. Ooh, a relic. You know what? You just go live here now for a second breaker. And I'm gonna go for the teleport. Relic is the cluster bomb. Okay. There's a lot of overlap with the first game, because it's like mechanically it works the same. There are different relics. There are also some relics that are the same, like the breaker here already existed in the first game. So I already knew that it is good. There are also new upgrades, like most of the weapons I've seen yet in the second game have not been in the first game. I need to go back again. Whoop. And there's a new breaker. Right. More radius. Give me some swivel speed. Ooh, that's a lot of swivel speed. I love this thing. So, without upgrades, this thing is actually kind of garbage, because the three first upgrades basically double your attack speed each. So you get like 8 times your normal attack speed if you get all the upgrades. Making that an amazing, amazing thing to upgrade. Just to behold. Ah, that's the wrong way. Need to go up, I think. Yeah. The breaker, I feel like they buffed the breaker after the first game. The breaker and the bomb feel a lot stronger compared to the first game. Yeah, there's the suit. In that case, I'm just gonna go for an extraction. Upgrade. Sure, the radius again. Upgrade my drone. Extract. I maybe should have gone for more special resource. You will not survive that. He would not survive that. I want to see if you can survive by just upgrading drones and not shooting anything. I do if I recall correctly, in the first game you could at the end bring like a specific relic along from the get-go. I don't know if I'm making that up or if I just misremember. Or if it was actually that way. But if so, I definitely want to bring the drones along once and just try to survive with only drones. And now we leave. Oh, you can skip that. Ooh, that's good. Resource left. Alright. What can I upgrade? 26,008. I can upgrade the platform. Or enhance generator. What can I get? Yeah, I have 16. I can upgrade something. Oh yeah, vacuum. So I assume the blue ball with a white center is the next spec resource. I should also have a drink. Drink power, 6% extra chance. And increase vacuum capacity. Yeah. Those drinks are expensive. But I feel they're probably worth it. Which I don't think I'll do another one today because, again, it's late. It's after 8. And I generally stop at 8. Can I upgrade anything? Rocket, no. The dash. Can't afford that. I can afford you, the plasma drill. Wonderful. You cost 1370. And 8. Oh, what is the... More damage, cooldown down, and duration stays the same. Okay. Right. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching. Probably again soon. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to the barbershop. And otherwise, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night later on. And I hope you have a nice week. Goodbye.